Here, stand by for us, because we now are seeing these images that are stunning that President Trump has posted on social media. This is the former leader of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, in handcuffs. You can see those blacked out sunglasses over his eyes. He is wearing the earmuffs as well. He looks to be in a tracksuit, likely the same outfit they took him in custody, and we don't know that for sure, but it looks like he's been scuffed up there. You can see his hands there, given a bottle of water. This is the first image we've seen of the former leader of Venezuela, now in U.S. custody aboard what we believe is the USS Iwo Jima. Again, the president putting out this photo. He will stand trial, it appears, in New York. He was indicted in both the Southern District of Florida and in New York for charges stemming of drug trafficking, being a narco-terrorist, colluding with the cartels, allowing his country to be a meeting point, to be in a shipping point for they said millions of tons. I don't know if that exact figure is correct, of cocaine coming out of Venezuela to the United States and around the world. His wife also taken into custody. And if you're wondering why his wife was also taken into custody, she has held many roles in Venezuela in the political hierarchy, once as attorney general, once as the leader of parliament. Some have said she's as popular as her husband, Nicolás Maduro. So both of them have been taken into custody. Of course, Maduro rising to power after Hugo Chavez was dying of cancer. He was in his third term, two of his elections deemed completely illegal by the international community. Even his last election, more Venezuelans voting for the opposition party, and yet he stayed in power as a true dictator in Latin America, building ties with places like Cuba, building ties with Russia and Iran and China, maintaining those relationships throughout.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.